Each Wednesday, students and community members gather at the base of the Portage Lake Lift Bridge to stand in solidarity with the people of Ukraine. Local 3's Haley Shongar introduces us to the 4 international postgraduate students who came together to support each other and spread awareness for the events happening in Ukraine.
Nazar and Adelina are a happily married couple, both attending Michigan Tech University. And 2 months ago, one simple text turned their worlds upside down while they were thousands of miles away from their loved ones.
I received a text from my previous lab mate, and she said like, how am I doing, how everything is in Ukraine. And I picked up my phone and I was like, what? And it was night here, and I opened the news and it was all over. And that's when I realized that it's scary.
The two wanted to do something to show support for their home country, and they weren't alone.
We have another student, Russian student. He's also a Fulbright student as me. And he went protesting on a street in Houghton City, and he met Lithuanian American Nadia Pachkauskas. She's not in Houghton right now, but she's constantly working to help Ukrainians back in her state. She's in Florida now, and like he connected us, and since then we've been working all together. And during the first week of invasion, we've been having demonstration on campus every day, like from Monday to Friday. And Nadia, she also started these walks on the bridge. And we joined her initiative, and we've been having these walks on the bridge every Wednesday. These demonstrations, it's not just something like visual, just that we are present here, that there are actual Ukrainians that can actually provide you some information, but it was also a good way to meet people. And lots of people, they want to help, but they don't exactly know how.
The number of people wanting to stand with Ukraine quickly grew from 4 to dozens. The group meets every Wednesday to stand with the people of Ukraine, and they intend to do so until the war is over.
I think that I get a bit of empathy, and it really means a lot just to find a sort of psychological relief in that. I do think that we all find it somehow in these events. It really helps you to deal with it when you actually do something, when you're not left alone with the news feed and reading news about your hometown or your country and what is happening over there. I would say they have our support. Maybe we are not the majority of Russians, but maybe there are a few of us who actually oppose it, and our hearts belong to the people of Ukraine.
Yeah, it really helped because, like, especially first weeks, they were very, difficult because, like, you know, it was the first time in our lives that this is happening. You don't know how to cope. But when you know that there are people out there who support you and who are actually understanding what is happening, or they ask questions trying to understand it better and asking how they try to support.
Tomorrow will be the 8th Walk for Ukraine at the Portage Lake Lift Bridge in Houghton. More information can also be found on the Yoopers for Ukraine Facebook page. Reporting in Houghton, Haley Shongar, Local 3 News.